Today we continue with our class Laws of Yom Tov, and we start with Sefer Shmiras Haloshon. And the topic today is step by step. And it says, one who seeks to attain quality of Shmiras Haloshon should use the very opportunity approach of a gossiper. The gossiper makes it its habit to sit among the groups involved in the conversation in the hope that he will hear some bit of information that he can ridicule or spread to others. The gossiper is forever in a search of the latest news in double quotes, of his town, in his town. So he will have no lack of material, relate all day and night. Okay, so it's not clear when he is going. I mean, we're going to see in a minute, but let's do this piece from the beginning. Very interesting. Step by step. One who seeks to attain quality of Shmiras Haloshon should use the very approach of the gossiper. So we always learn from the other side, right? As we said some time ago about tactics of Yetzer Hara. Just because you won last time 5 days ago, 5 years ago, does not mean that it's going to let you alone, right? It's going to come, right, from different angle, right? So we should do the same. Just because we try and we fail does not mean that we have to stop, right? Especially if it's something spiritual. Okay, so we have to learn from this gossip monger. The gossiper makes its habit to sit among the groups involved in conversation, right? So meaning all of the local news, right? So he would meet everybody. Where did you go? How did it go? Like who else was there? Okay. In hope that he will hear some bit of information that he can ridicule or spread to the others. Okay. The gossiper is, however, forever is searched in the latest news in his town. So he needs to know all of the news in order to communicate with others. So, and there is one person that I know. I mean, he's I don't know. I would not say he's. He asks everybody about all of the information, and the guy has a very good memory. On all of the anniversaries of passing, who is married to who, what the name of the children, and he's invited to all of the weddings. I don't know. So and he always talk about, and he would come to somebody and say, "Oh, I think your father's yahrzeit is 2 weeks from now, right?" The guy says, "What? Oh yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right." So this guy knows everything. So I'm not sure why, what is the reason? Maybe to be popular, to have conversation with other people. I don't know. Why would I personally remember the yahrzeit of somebody? I don't know. If it's not my family, for example, my uncles, aunts, other people, I understand, but others, okay. The quality of but he would ask all this information. Yeah, so your nephew got married, okay? Yeah, where? Who's the girl? You don't know who nephew? Who cares who the girl is? Understand? So there are people like that, and I see it almost every day. The quality of Shmiras Haloshon should be attained gradually. The first step is to accustom oneself to avoid groups involved in the idle conversation, and to train oneself not to inquire about the latest gossip. One should train himself little by little until he reaches the point where he does not even want to be informed of any gossip. With the passage of time, Hashem will help him, so the Shmiras Haloshon will become as a part of his very nature. He will find it incredible that others can transgress this sin, speaking Lashon Hara, which to him has become something repulsive, like anything else which the Torah prohibits. Okay, so it's a very powerful paragraph, so let's read again and we're going to explain. So one more time. The quality of Shmiras Haloshon should be attained gradually. So because when we learn all of these laws, too much information, too much information, but we have to start practicing from somewhere. So what is the first step, right? Gradually. The first step is to accustom oneself to avoid groups involvement in the idle conversation. So it's not like a completely forbidden conversation, idle. Like where's the weather is going to be? Like who is going to pray to? Who cares who is going? Like there is a Rabbi, there is a second Rabbi. They're going to decide who is going to pray. Like what is your business? Who is going to pray? And all of these things, right? Or who is going to Israel? Who is coming from Israel? Who is going to be president? Who is not going to be president? Right? So you know there are people like that. I mean, one or two times you encounter with them, so you know what the conversation is going to be, for sure. Many people like like time goes on, they have many gray hairs. They exactly the same conversation as they had no gray hairs. Exactly the same, right? So we must avoid them. Empty conversation, idle conversation, and to train oneself not to inquire about the latest gossip. So so don't ask questions. Basically, have a short answers, right? To be nice, and that's it. So, but like a conclusive answer. I'm not going to talk. So I came to Shul today, and guy, I mean, he was bored, so he started. He said, "Are you okay?" Do I look? Okay, I say yes. No, I did not say it. Just show and bow to him, and that's it. That's the end of the conversation. But if I say why or why you ask, first I'm not talking in shul, but like even in somewhere like outside. Does he care about am I kind? Probably not. But he's looking to open the conversation. Very interesting. Okay, so many guys. With the passage of time, Hashem will help him. So meaning Hashem is going to help, as we spoke about Yosef. If you remember about Yosef, when he exhorted himself to the last ounce of his strength, only then Hashem helped him. Why? Because Hashem saw that he truly wants to not to do it, not to sin. So same is here. Hashem sees that we do everything possible. Of course, He's going to help us. Of course, you have to ask Him for help and count on that help, but exert as much effort as you can, and He for sure is going to help. Right? And Hashem will help. So the Shmiras Haloshon will become part of very nature. Meaning that after reading all of these books, right? So a person should come very sensitive to it, like a person who has allergy or some things, like some people when they come to the flower store, something like they start sneezing this and that, or in a spring, right? So they have all of the allergies, like red eyes, and you see like red eyes that cannot stop sneezing. Of course, they took the medicine. That they feel bad even with the medicine, right? So we should spiritually have this resentment to Lashon Hara. So he will find it incredible that others can transgress the sin speaking Lashon Hara, right? How is it possible? Right, so like same as the person who has an allergy does not understand why I'm not sneezing, and he has he cannot stop sneezing, for example. So for him is a wonder, right? Which to him has become something repulsive, right? So why would somebody would do that? It's disgusting, repulsive, like anything else that the Torah prohibits. Okay, we stop here. Any questions on what we said? Okay, if not, so we continue. Okay, so we continue with laws of Yom Tov. Next chapter, number 12. Next topic, kindling fire, ma'avir. Okay, and it says, since making fire is critical to preparation of food, the Melachah of ma'avir, kindling a fire, is permitted on Yom Tov. Because of the general permission to perform Melachah of Hel Nefesh. Okay. Right. So since the preparation of the food is permitted, so we are allowed to create fire, but as we're going to say further, it should not be a new flame. I mean, from where you can take fire from pre-existing flame. That's the idea. But kindling is permitted. You would not be allowed to extinguish, right? Because it's not for constructive purpose, but to make new fire, no problem. Okay, so continue. Part number 1. The principle of Mitoch. We actually learned about it, but okay. As we learned above, here we go, in chapter 3, the principle of Mitoch. The principle of Mitoch teaches that once the Torah permits certain Melachah on Yom Tov for the purposes of food preparation, the Torah also permitted it for other purposes of the day as well. As noted there, the principle does not apply to all Melachas. Okay, however, one of the Melachas to which it does apply is Melachah of kindling. Accordingly, it is permitted to kindle a fire on Yom Tov for the purposes unrelated to the food preparation, as long as it serves some other Yom Tov need, for example, to give light or heat. Kindling a fire was not not for a Yom Tov need is prohibited. Okay, so let's before we continue. So Mitoch, just to remind, we said since this is permitted, then this is also permitted. So a similar thing. Example that we gave, since we are allowed to boil water for tea, for soup, or whatever we do, right? So we allowed to heat up the water in your water heater. Meaning, if you need to wash your hands, to wash your face with the warm water, so it would be under this permission of Mitoch, right? Since you're allowed to cook, same action to warm up the water, so it's, here you would be also allowed. So here the author is saying does not apply to all of the Melachos, of course. So here we're saying that so since we are allowed to create fire for the purposes of cooking, so we're also allowed to create fire for Yom Tov need, but not for cooking. So an example would be for heat, right, or for light, or we're going to see for heat, for light, for candles, right? Also we need to light candles for the next day, right? Or for example for Shabbos, so it would be allowed. Or now for Channukah is coming, right? So allowed to no, Channukah is not a good example. I apologize. Channukah is not an example. Okay, continue. Channukah is it's first you kindle before Shabbos. That's simple, and then after Shabbos you kindle after Shabbos. So there is no problem whatsoever. So here we're dealing with Yom Tov only. Okay. So continue. But as he said, last sentence, only for the Yom Tov needs. Okay. And Hel Nefesh, so discussed by our rabbis, is actually smoking, right? So smoking would be allowed according to some opinions. And in olden days, I would say maybe 50 years ago and more, many people smoke, and especially even more than that, because there was lack of food. So people would want to eat, and they smoke, and somehow they feel satiated from just from smoking. Whatever. So many big rabbis actually smoked a lot. Right, very interesting. So Part number 2. So and the smoking would be allowed on Yom Tov. Of course, you have to do it privately. You cannot put off the cigarettes. So when like you finish, you just put it there. Should go off by itself, but it would be allowed. Number 2, created new flame. Although it is permitted to kindle flame on Yom Tov, the sages forbade creating new fire on Yom Tov. That is to make fire where none previously existed. And thus it is forbidden to strike a match or hit a piece of metal until it becomes red hot. For this reason, as well as others, it is forbidden to turn on electric light or appliance on Yom Tov. One may not light something from the existing fire. One may only light something from existing fire. The following are some practical methods of lighting fire on Yom Tov. So we're going to get practical methods, but let's see from the beginning the definition again, and we're going to explain. Although it is permitted to kindle flame on Yom Tov, the sages forbid creating new fire on Yom Tov. There is to make a fire where none previously existed. So basically, if you take fire from one place, for example, you have a candle, 24 hours candle, not 20, they call it 26, usually 26 hours candle, right? So you take the fire from there and you light, for example, your gas stove, right? Hopefully you turn off your electric ignition, right? So it's not considered to be a new fire, it's just extension of existing fire. But you can take match. There is no problem. Somehow, like several people asked me, I'm not sure why it was confusion. I'm not sure, but they thought that they cannot use match. They have to use like or other side of the match. So like I said, what is the difference, right? So you can use match. There is no problem, right? Because you transfer fire from one place to another, but you cannot strike a match to make new fire. That's what is prohibited. Okay. Thus, it is forbidden to strike a match or heat up the piece of metal until it becomes red hot. Right. So all of this like heaters and stuff like that. Red hot and incandescent bulbs would be like good example, right? And even like this what is it, incandescent bulbs, like I don't know, like these white tubes, right? These bulbs, there is also a problem. They have this heating element, right? That becomes red hot, white hot. It becomes white hot. Also a problem. For this reason, as well as others, it is prohibited to turn on the electric light or appliances on Yom Tov. Right? When it's pre-programmed, there is a different case. But like to turn on the switch on Yom Tov would be forbidden. One may only light something from existing flame. The following are some practical methods of lighting fire on Yom Tov. Okay, so basically we must have light throughout the whole Yom Tov. So even if you're not going to cook anything, still you need to warm up food first of all, and second of all you need light pre-existing light to light the candles for the second day, right? So otherwise you would not be allowed to light the candles. That's another thing. So we have this one day candles basically. Continue. Or it's if somebody did not have somehow, right? So a person used long candles, and some of them, I think some of them like I think they're very expensive, but they can go like up to 7 hours. right? 7 hours. If you if you have few of them, 3 of them, yeah, no problem. You can use them. Okay. Okay. So continue. A. Lighting from existing flame. A gas stove or oven that has a pilot light, which burns constantly, may be turned on because the gas will be ignited by existing flame. So that's a very good example. Okay, that's an olden technology, right? They do have pilot lights, but sometimes, like if you don't pay attention, and the pilot light would go off, so the gas would come into your house. That's also an issue with these lights. So that's why I think they switched to electronic ignition. Okay, but if you have such a stove, like this kind of stove, there is no problem. So there is a pre-existing light you can always turn on, and then you can use it. For example, that pilot light, and take and go light your candles. Okay, so in this case you would not need these 24 hours candles, which is good. Continue. However, a stove or an oven that is ignited by electronic ignition may not be turned on because of the, among other reasons, creation of new flame. Okay. So this electronics stove, when somebody asked me, so they have a Shabbat mode, right? When it is the electronic ignition like turn off, so you can turn, and the gas is going to go because it's like mechanical, right? But there are no sparks. So if you have a stove like that, or you can like unplug it or something, even with this electronic ignition, there is no problem. So you can use this stove on Shabbos. So the only problem is to use it as it is. That's the issue. Okay. Continue. Likewise, lighting a match from a lit candle is permitted. Okay. Okay. So again, even though you're going to transfer this fire to somewhere else, it's not new fire. It's an extension of existing fire. A new fire is considered like the fire never existed, and you strike a match on, or use a lighter or something. That would be new flame. Or with electronic ignition, right? So, for example, you turn and it was a spark, and create new fire. Okay. Likewise, lighting a match from the lit candle is permitted. However, when lighting a match from a fire, one should place the match directly into the flame, and not to ignite it from the heat of the flame. Okay, that's very interesting. Lighting from the heat of the flame cannot be considered simply extending of existing fire. Rather, it is viewed as creating new fire. So it's very, very interesting. So this point. So you have to, like, for example, you have a candle is burning or something. So you have to stick this match next to the wick, right? So not too far away, because the match is like from the heat, the wood is going to go on fire. But it was not because of the fire, because of from the heat. It's very interesting. Okay, so let's see. B. Lighting from electric coil. It is permitted to light a candle and cigarette. Not chapter 14, so we're going to get there, concerning permissibility smoking on Yom Tov. Okay, so it is permitted to light a candle, a cigarette, or match from the red hot coil of electric stove. And I think they're talking about like older stuff. So today they make all of the electric stove, but they covered the element is covered by glass, so it's would not be very practical. I'm not sure if you can light from the glass itself, but you see the glass is going to be, it's not a fire, so it would be like from the heat of the fire. That's the issue. Since the coal is red hot, it has the status of an existing flame. As mentioned above, the candle or match should be lit by placing directly on the coil. So meaning from the fire itself, not from the heat. Not by lighting from the heat of the coil. So it's very, very important. And C, enlarging or prolonging the existing flame. It is permitted to enlarge the flame or to prolong the amount of the time it will burn. Thus, turning up the fire on an already lit gas stove or adding fuel to the oil lamp is permitted. So you cooking something, right? And you want to add right on the gas stove, so you want to add more heat. There is no problem. So I mean, even like on Shabbos, it would for sure be forbidden, right? Because it's going to be kindling. So even though like it was already kindled, but for you enlarging this the flame, it's 100% kindling, 100% forbidden. But here it's not considered a new flame, obviously, right? Because it's existing flame, so enlargement would be allowed. Or for example, they want to pour more oil into the lamp, also no problem. Okay. Any questions on what you said?
Rabbi?
Yes.
I believe there are these things called smart sockets, electric sockets, where we can plug things in, and they can be programmed before Yom Tov digitally. So I was wondering if, let's say, we have, I don't know, like a hot plate, or not a hot plate, like let's say like an electric stove, and we plug this on, and we program the whole thing before Yom Tov, say to go on and off randomly, or at specific times during Yom Tov. Would we be allowed to turn on a match with this red hot coil if it was not turned on by ourselves, but it was programmed before the whole thing started?
So once it's on, so you can you can light your match, yes. Okay. What else?
So even if it was turned on by the socket that was
the socket is a timer. They call it a timer. So not according to all of the opinions. So there is some stricter opinion. They say that you should use the timer only to turn off the appliance. Right. So for example, if you finish eating at 12:30 in Yom Tov day and you no longer need it, so you can turn off. So that's the leniency, for example. But or on Shabbos, doesn't matter here, right? But this stricter's opinion, they say not allowed. So you have to leave it as a gas stove for the whole day. So in the case of the Yom Tov, even for 2 days. But other more lenient opinion, they say if it was programmed and it was for Shabbos needs and the Yom Tov needs, and people would afraid to leave it like that, and it's pre-programmed, so they would allow. So we see like what do we do practically? That's a very good question. So we see what is our situation is. So if it's allowed not to turn, if it's possible for us not to turn off, right, and not to turn on Shabbos completely or Yom Tov, so it would be preferable. If not, for whatever reason, the wife is afraid, she's I'm not going to go to bed, so I'm so afraid that it's going to go on fire, for example. So in this case, yes, so you would be allowed to set it so it can turn off. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome. What else? Okay, no problem. So we continue. So part number 3, transferring the fire through the intermediary. It's very interesting. When lighting something from the existing flame, one should not use intermediary. Since lighting in the intermediary is equivalent to lighting fire for no purpose. For example, when lighting a cigarette, one should not light the match or a candle from the burning fire to use it for a cigarette. Rather, one should light the cigarette directly from existing flame. However, where it is difficult to light it from original flame without intermediary, it is permitted to use intermediary. For example, if one needs the fire to light his stove top, he may use the candle to transfer the fire from another source to the stove top. Okay, so let's see this with the cigarette. It's very funny. I mean, it's dangerous. Like if the person had, let's say, have a beard and he's going to lower his face to the electric stove, he can go on fire. Like, it's dangerous, I think. Or I'm not sure how. Or if he can just put a cigarette, I'm not sure if it's going to work. Just put cigarette on the coil and then start smoking. I'm not sure if it's going to go on fire. I'm not sure. Maybe it's going to work. I don't know. So one more time, transferring a fire through the intermediary. Okay. So again, when lighting something from existing flames, one should not use intermediary, since the lighting intermediary is equivalent to lighting the fire for no purpose. But it is for a purpose. Like most of the time, I think we would use this intermediary. I'm just thinking about it. For example, if you want to light the gas stove, so we have light in this 24 hours candle. So the flame is deep inside. There is no way that I can light the stove. So I would take a match and light the stove. So this match is going to be intermediary. Or to light candles for example, candles for Yom Tov. So I mean, if you have oil candles, so how exactly are you going to light? There is also no way. So you have to use the intermediary. So in which case you can light from directly from there. I don't know, maybe if you do Havdalah, right? Havdalah meaning the second day of Yom Tov is Sunday. So and you have to take, as we explained, 2 candles. One candle you can light from there because you're going to hold it anyway. So that's the only scenario that I see, that you do not need the intermediary. In all other cases, I think we use intermediary. Okay, for example, the lighting cigarette. So about cigarette, yes. But again, if it's dangerous to go on fire or something, yeah, would be allowed to use the match or something. The lighting cigarette, one should not light the match or a candle from the burning fire and use it for a cigarette. So match is easy, but candle, I mean, you would not be allowed to put it off. So like you would leave it burning. Okay. Rather, one should light the cigarette directly from the existing flame. Okay. However, where it is difficult to light from original flame, right? From original flame, without an intermediary, from the difficult lights from without an intermediary, it is permitted to use intermediaries. So as we said, I mean, it's very practical to use intermediary. For example, one needs the fire to light the stove top. He may use the candle to transfer the fire from another source of heat to stove top. I mean, not candle. Candle, as I said, it's not practical, right? You would need to leave it like that. Okay. So I just thought about cigarettes. The cigarettes in the place where I live, sometimes they advertise the price. So I saw in one place, so it's like 1 cigarette $1. It's a crazy price. 1 cigarette $1. It's like 20 $20 a pack. I'm not sure. Like you have to be very, very rich. Like some people would, heavy smokers would smoke the whole pack a day. $20. Okay. So part number 4, asking non-Jew to light the fire. In case of the need, it is permitted to ask a non-Jew to create a new fire, such as striking match, so long as it is for the Yom Tov purpose. This includes any of the affirmation purposes, such as cooking, illumination, etc. For example, if one has no light by which to eat or learn on Yom Tov, he may ask non-Jew to turn the light on. So let's do it again, and we're going to explain. So with this non-Jew. So basically, you will be allowed to ask them in a straightforward manner to light the candle, to do things for you, whatever is needed for Yom Tov. So one more time, in a case of a need, it is permitted to ask non-Jew to create a new fire. So even to turn on any condition, to turn on light, so it does not matter, all of these things, right? Such as to strike match, so long as it is for a Yom Tov purpose. Okay, this includes any of the affirmation purposes, right? So if it's for Yom Tov, no problem. Such as cooking. So cooking, of course, it's the main one. Illumination, so he can turn on light for you, right, etc. Of course, your side candle and others. For example, if one has no light by which to eat or learn on Yom Tov, he may ask non-Jew to turn on the light. Okay, no problem. Any questions on what we said? Or we continue with the next section?
Rabbi?
Yes, go ahead.
Are we allowed to ask a non-Jew to turn off the fire?
To turn off, I don't think so, because it's not for Yom Tov need. You understand? So it's like let it burn. To turn on, yes, but turn off, no. I mean, for an example would be, for example, if you have like heat, you have some kind of heat and it's too hot, right? It's too hot. Like in the show where I go, sometimes I don't know, like these programmers, genius programmers, they set up heat to go 84. Like, and okay, maybe on regular day, if the system turns on like half an hour before we come, or even 1 hour, I don't know the schedule. I'm not the programmer of these things, right? Maybe 84 is normal, because but by the time we get there, so it's not going to be 84, it's going to be in 70s. Okay, it's normal, basically normal. But on Shabbos 84, when you have like extended prayers, it's like too much. And sometimes they would ask this non-Jew who is working there to turn off, right? Because we cannot handle it. So in this case, yeah, we would be allowed because it's for Yom Tov needs, but otherwise, no. Or air conditioner where it's too cold also. Okay. Anything else?
Thank you, Rabbi.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So what if it's with the intent of, like, I don't know, trying to provoke an accident? Say we have like a broken gas stovetop, and it's like, I don't know, like burning a lot of gas, and it may be dangerous. Are we allowed to ask this non-Jew to turn it off?
I think so, yes. If it's a real danger, like, then yeah. Okay, well, yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so let's continue. So part number 5, and it says summary of the laws. Purpose for which kindling is permitted. It is permitted to light a fire for the purpose of preparing food, as well for any other Yom Tov needs, such as providing illumination or heat. So 3 purposes, right? I mean, basics. Of course, this Smoking is also, but okay. So the main one is for cooking, providing heat and illumination. Okay, no problem. Next one, kindling not for Yom Tov needs is prohibited. I'm not sure what would be not. Okay, or all other kindlings were prohibited. Let's put it this way. Continue. Create a new flame. The sages forbade creating a flame on Yom Tov where none previously existed. For example, by striking a match, one may only light something from pre-existing fire. So very, very important, like to be prepared for Yom Tov and have somewhere pre-existing fire. You have a candle, you have gas burning, you have a pilot in your stove, whatever you have, but you have to have a plan. So even though you're allowed to use this pilot flame to start your oven, like not oven, but what is it? The cooking tub. There is no problem or right, but you have to plan like in advance. Continue. Lighting a stove or oven that has a pilot light which burns constantly is permitted. Lighting one that ignited electronic is forbidden. Okay, so electronic is always prohibited manually. So, but if it's done like automatically through the timer, that's a different story. So because you're not doing it manually. Okay, that's why for lights, air conditioner, heat, I think everybody would agree. So there are some opinions, as we said, that do not agree with a hot plate. Okay, so but many agree to turn off. That's already good, especially on Shabbos. Like right, so I mean, well, why do you need for the next 8 hours, 7 hours? Okay, so continue. One second. Lighting the match from a flame of a candle opposed to the heat of the candle is permitted. So that's very, very important point, and I actually completely forgot about it. Right, so it's heat of the flame. It's like next to the flame, and it's going to go on in fire. But you have to light it from flame, so you have to stick this match like directly into the flame. Okay. Lighting the match by touching the red hot electric coil is permitted. As we said, it's exactly as fire. Permitted. Enlarging the flame, or prolonging its fire is permitted. Okay, so meaning make it bigger, enlarge it, or you put oil into your lamp. No problem. Continue. Next one. Lighting through the intermediary. When lighting something from the existing flame, one should not transfer the flame through the unnecessary intermediary. So meaning if you can do without intermediate, do it. But if not, not. But should, when possible, light the object directly from original flame. So as I said, like except that this Havdalah candle, all other cases I think we do it from intermediary, because when you use this Yortzat candle, it's deep inside. The flame is deep inside. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Why the candles were intermediate? Continue. Non-Jew. In case of the need, it is permitted to ask a non-Jew to create new fires, such as strike a match. Okay, so and we can ask him in a straightforward manner if needed. Okay. So of course, as we said, only for Yom Tov needs. Continue. Part number 6. Practical application. Here we go. Of lighting for the purpose other than food preparation. So food preparation, we got it. Other than food preparation. We stated above that it is permitted to kindle a fire on Yom Tov purposes other than from prepared food. We said this concept of Mitoch. So since this was forbidden, permitted, so all other things that for which you would do the same Melachah would be also permitted. The following are some practical application of this rule. A. Warmth. it is permitted to kindle fire in order to heat one's home. Okay, so today maybe most of the people would have what was it, like thermostat. So thermostat, there's no problem whatsoever because it was said before Shabbos and it was working to turn on. Like if it's electric, that would be an issue. Okay. So in this case, I guess it would be better to ask a non-Jew to do it. But if you have the fireplace or something, yes, so you would be allowed to make a fire. B, illumination. One may light a fire. Again, so fire is a fire, real fire, to illuminate dark room. However, it is forbidden to turn on electric light, as we said above. So same with the heating system. Okay, so fire, like clear fire, there is no problem, but electric light is different. Next one, C, shul, a bris milah. Here we go. It is permitted to light candle in shul, which are customary to lit in front of Chazan. In front of Chazan. Okay. This is because it is considered a display kavod hamakom, right? Display of honor and respect for the shul, and thus a proper need of the day. Likewise, it is permitted to light the candles, candles for a meal, celebrating mitzvah. For example, bris milah, because this is expression of honor for the mitzvah. So let's do it again, and we're going to explain. I completely forgot about this this practice because in the past few shows that I went to, I think they do not light the candle. Did not light. In some shows before that I went to show, and I just remember they had a huge oil lamp, like huge. It would it can run maybe, I don't know, a few weeks with this amount of oil. Okay, they would light. Okay, very interesting. So one more time, it is permitted to light candles in shul, which is customary to lit in front of Chazan. So today they use like electric light, but I mean, all the shuls that I said that they don't have candle, but they would have electric light for sure. So I mean, electric light for a Chazan to see better, right? It's one of the concerns, right? This is because it is considered kavod hamakam, display of honor in respect of the shul. So it's not, but these candles, this extra candle, is not for a practical convenience for right of the chazan, but it's actually for like this one candle does not add much, but it's for kavod of the shul. Very interesting. Respect of the place. Right, and that's a proper need of the day. So in this case, it would be allowed, but okay, but you would not be able to extinguish. Okay. Likewise, it is permitted to light candles for the meal celebration of a mitzvah. For example, bris milah. Okay. So yeah, on Yom Tov you can, on Shabbos even you can do bris milah. There is no problem because it's expression of honor of the mitzvah. Okay. Yortzeit candle. There are different opinions among the poskim as to whether lighting yortzeit candle in memory of the deceased person is considered Yom Tov need. So that's the thing, and we're going to explain. Okay, maybe he's going to explain. So usually, like when I have a 2 days Yom Tov on the second day, on the last day of Yom Tov, you have what is it? You have an itzkor, right? The like memory of all of the past, right? So we always have this 2 days candle. So like not to be in this crashable situation, so just light the 2 days candles and you're good, right? But now we're going to discuss if somebody can light 1 day candle, like can light candle period, like it's going to be in the second day of Yom Tov. So when after the first day, right at night, when the first day is second day starts, so they won't light the candles. So that's the situation. Yortzeit candle. There is the difference of the opinion among the poskim as to whether lighting Yortzeit candle in memory of deceased person is considered Yom Tov Nit, or if it was Yortzeit. For example, my father passed on Yom Tov. Very interesting, right? Okay, but we still light today's candle, even though like he passed on the first day of Yom Tov, but just in case we light today's candle, just in case. Okay. Therefore, someone who has a Yortzeit Yom Tov should make sure to light a Yortzeit candle before the onset of Yom Tov. Okay, but if it's on the first day, right? But we usually on Yom Tov we light these 2-day candles, so you can burn all of these hours. But if you have only one, so okay, let's see. In the event that one forgot to do so before Yom Tov, he should light the candle in shul in front where the chazan stands. It's very interesting, right? So it would be according to all of the opinions, where it's used for consideration of the mitzvah in any case, right? So if a person has the situation when his, I guess, parent, right, Yortzeit is on a holiday, right, and there is no choice, so a person would be allowed to light this candle in a shul. So it's like it's the same candle, but it's very interesting. So since it is for a mitzvah, for respect of the shul, so it would be like a way out. If this is not possible, the Yortzeit candle may be lit at home, so there is always lenient opinion. But one should try to drive some general drive. I think it should be said derive some general benefit from the lights. For example, reading by it. So, but because as we said before, if you need it for reading, yes, absolutely. That's what be like for the needs of the Yom Tov. Right, and the Yortzeit candle is not 100% for the needs of the Yom Tov, but one of the conditions, as we said before, that we would allow something like because of the person like emotional distress. So if it was his father's Yortzeit or his mother Yortzeit or her mother Yortzeit and she forgot to light, a person can go crazy and ruin the whole holiday. So in some sense, it is a holiday need. Okay, so I think we can stop here. All right. So we finish this chapter. You see, it's very short chapters. I mean, so some of them short, some of them is just very, very long. And next topic is going to be extinguishing fire. Should be short. Yeah, it is short. Okay, 2 pages. Any questions on what we said? Yes.
There's a couple questions on the board. Mm-hmm. First one says, are we allowed to play fireworks / firecrackers on Yom Tov?
No, that's lighting for not Yom Tov needs, basically. So Yom Tov needs, as we listed today, so it's for cooking, for heat, for light, for even you see the this Yortzeit candle, it was very questionable if it's allowed. So some poskim say not allowed, so they offer you like a solution, like go to shul and light there. So other things, no, not allowed. Okay, what else?
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Next question, Shalom Kovov. Thank you for the Shiur. Question: would a non-Jew who turns off the appliances for Jews get married for doing this for them?
I mean, if he's doing what is allowed, for example, as we said before, in all the generation there was like such a non-Jew as Shabbos Goy. So Shabbos Goy, this special non-Jew, would go like in the winter from house to house and start the stoves for them. Yeah, the oven, like they had they used to build the houses in many places. They would put like this oven slash stove slash heating system in the middle of the house, and then all of the rooms have some access, so some heat from that, right? So like fireplace, whatever, and that doesn't matter how much like wood you're going to add. So by the morning it would be very cold. Right? Maybe in by the day, by Shabbos day, it would be very cold. So this non-Jew would go go to each house, and start the fire. You understand? So it would be like for him, it would be praiseworthy. Of course, people pay him like not pay, but give him a gift, right? So because you're not allowed to hire somebody to do something like for what is forbidden for you. But in this case, since it was the life danger to get sick and to get like that, yeah, to get sick, so it would be allowed. So in this case, yeah, he was doing service for a Jew. He would get a very huge reward, absolutely. Right, everything in permissible way. Doesn't matter that he got money. Money in this case, it's not right. It's was not the point. It's very interesting. I just remember somebody sent me like a clip from a movie, recent movie, whatever. So, and it was about. So the situation is it's not in the States, in another country. So the situation is there is a Jewish guy, right, in the middle of the winter, and police comes, and like reinforcements of police come, like 5 officers surround him, and like top officers said, so what's going on? And they the other officer, like police officer said, no, this gentleman does not want to move the car. And this rabbi, so he's a rabbi, so he said that you know, I'm a Jew, I'm a leader of this community in the next town, so I came my plane from Tel Aviv like landed late. I was the delay with this, delay with that, till I got my car. So I thought that I might get it, but it was traffic, this and that. So now the Shabbos starts, it's like sundown. You see that the sun is almost down, so it is forbidden for me to drive the car. So they say, okay, forbidden to drive the car, but you cannot keep the car here. But he said, okay, but today's Shabbos, and you can toll the car, do whatever you want, and I'm going to pay the ticket whatever on Monday. Whatever, give me the ticket, mail me the ticket. I'm going to pay. They said no, but this, but that. He said, of course, you can force me. Like, but guess what? I'm going to sue you because you will go in against my religious beliefs, right? And I guess what? I'm going to it's going to be like big case, huge case. I'm going to win the case, and you would be embarrassed and maybe lose your job. So everybody like I understand. So a person who does not know like anything, so he would be amazed. This rabbi it's like I don't know. There is a snow, and they say in a Celsius, it was in Celsius. They say it's like minus 25. I think it's very, very cold. Very, very cold. And the guy has a hat, like black hat, like ears open and like a light coat. How is it possible? But scarf, no scarf, I don't remember. But basically, no gloves. Like light shoes. He just came from Tel Aviv. Okay, whatever. He thought that he's going to drive. And now the guy says that he's going to Oh, he said, so somebody said, okay, I can drive your car. He said, you can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do. And so far it's good. So far it's kosher. So far it's no problem. He said, I'm not going. So he's going to walk. And then he said, I'm going to walk. How long? And here we go. And here all of the advisors, all of this went down. He said, I'm going to walk 20 kilometers. So 20 kilometers, I don't know, in miles, I don't know, like 16 miles, 15 miles, whatever miles it is. Like, and then he was walking, and the cars were, police was escorting him, whatever. And so a few people got very excited. Look at this rabbi, all of they like Jews. I say, you normal? I said, it's kill Hashem what they did. First of all, I said, the guy is going through the forest. You're not allowed to walk. You're not allowed to walk more if you stop in not in the city or something, right? Outside of the city, you're not allowed to walk more than 2,000 amos. 2,000 amos is 0.6 miles, approximately. What is it? 1 kilometer. Period. And plus it's a life danger, so he could have stayed in the car, right? He could have sit in the car and somebody would drive him because of the life danger. The guy would open the door, he would get in because it was clear life danger. So and some people they know some halachas, some, but if you know halacha, it's first it's looks good, and in the movie that I don't know, it's popular. I don't know. Somebody just send me this 3 minute clip from the movie, but it was absolutely forbidden. So and he could have sit in a car, and somebody would non-Jew would drive him. There is no problem whatsoever. Why? Because it's life danger. You understand? And plus, he's not allowed to walk up this way. Okay, it's very interesting. Okay, go ahead. What else?
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So about this non-Jew issue on Yom Tov, I was wondering, say we have Jewish neighbors and they ask us to go and, I don't know, turn on a fire on Yom Tov or the like, and we are in the process of conversion, would this be okay for us still to do
I
it?
say no. Even the technically yes, but better say no. Apologize, explain no. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Rabbi.
There you go. Because why, as we explained before, after the conversion, they would forget. And they would ask you after the conversion. So it's better for them to keep in mind that this person is not available, I should get somebody else. And that's it.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Next question. Is it permissible to ask a non-Jew instead to turn on light fixtures for Torah study?
We're not allowed to turn lights for Torah study. So the only way is to ask non-Jew. What we can do is only to light a fire. Fire meaning regular fire, like a candle.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So the non-Jew would be only allowed to turn on physical fire, the actual fire,
no actual light. No, regular fire we can do, but the fire like electric light we should ask non-Jew.
Yeah, I believe that was what our friend was asking. He said, is it permissible to ask the non-Jew instead to turn on light fixtures for Torah study?
No, instead meaning what does it instead mean? Instead meaning not us, but what is it better? That's how I understood the question. I can light, but instead maybe it's better to ask non-Jew. So I said no, it's not for us. It's forbidden. The only way is to ask non-Jew. I mean that's how I got the question. Maybe it was wrong, but that's how I got it.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Next question, Shalom Kol Rav. When non-Jews mistaking those people who wear religious custom, open quotes, religious custom, and protest about the war as religious Jews, should we correct them and tell them those are not really religious Jews?
I didn't get the question. I apologize. Could you say it again? Or maybe you say it in your own words. Maybe rephrase it.
No. I'm literally reading what is written there. It says, when non-Jews when non-Jews are mistaking this, I believe this people who wear religious custom, open quoted, and protest about the war as religious, should we correct them and tell them that those are not really religious Jews? I mean, yeah, like these people that are protesting, I believe, like in favor of the Palestinians, perhaps, and they have like this Jewish religious custom. I mean, this religious outfit, but in reality, they are not religious. So I believe our friend is asking if we should correct.
It's not so easy. These Notre Carta, these clowns. To say they're not religious, we cannot, because they're actually religious people. This one thing they got wrong, but it's a different story. You understand? So, would you allow to count them as a minyan? I think so, because whatever they say, they do not contradict these 13 principles. You understand? So, of course, whatever they preach is I don't want to say heresy, but whatever they preach is ashkafa-wise. So they join the enemy. You understand? So they say the Jews should not. This is Notre Carta. The Jews should not have a state. Okay, they don't have a state. So now there is a state. So what should we do now? Like kill all of the Jews, send them back to Europe, to Africa, where do you want them to go now? You understand? So this whatever they do, it's good for business, because they get millions of I don't know, hundreds, maybe millions from these Arabs, right? Because of the customs, as you said, customs is the best, and that's it, right? So they even though they protest about the Zionists, of course, Zionists they against the Torah. Okay, even somebody against the Torah, right, or against the religion, but who said that we're allowed to kill them or put them in harm's way so somebody else would kill them? You understand? So we try to bring them closer. We try to make them religious, right? There's one clown, one of the Zionists, put a commentary on our channel, one of the channels, and he said we should separate. So he has a Israeli flag is his logo, okay? And he said we should separate the religion from the government. Okay, this famous, right, quote, right? And I said the opposite way. We should not separate the Jews. We should. I mean I don't know who I'm talking to, right? So that's he said only one sentence. So I said the opposite is true. We should bring all of the Jews back to the Father in heaven, right? That's what I said, and he started cursing. Of course, I blocked him. And then next day, overnight. So I think from Israel, right? I had to block him because what he responded. You understand? So that's the Zionists. So they don't like religion. But even though he does not like the religion, he does not understand, he this and that, he's against, he's the this, it does not matter. So still we should not wish them to die or put them in somewhere in Iran or somewhere that they would be slaughtered or something. So he said one of the things he said, we should take all of you, right, many religious people, and send you to Gaza, so these Arabs who should kill you. That's what he said, among other things. Crazy person. Okay. Okay, what else?
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So, in regards to this question, so are we allowed to tell non-Jews that think that these clowns are religious Jews to tell them, okay, listen, that guy that you see there is just a costume, it's just a faux. This guy's, are we allowed to tell this to non-Jews?
It's better not, because I watched a few clips of this. I don't remember his name. This main guy, and he speaks very nicely, very softly, very like strong, and whatever he said, like all of the facts that he brings are correct. Actually, just so you know, they are a big manipulator. So when you going to start this explain non-Jew like that, they would not understand that he's not religious. Yeah, he's religious. He said God said, and we're going by God, what God said, and this said, and that said, and he gives you the quote. The guy knows his role. It's not you're not going to be able to fool this non-Jew like that. Okay. So we can say yes, he's a religious Jew, and he's a hater of other Jews, and he wish to join our enemies. So there are people like that. Maybe in your family there is a person like that, right? So like one of the sons, one of the cousins that hate everybody, who wants to kill. Okay. But to say that he's not religious, he's this, he's that, they know that they would be trained, and they like these missionaries. Before you you're going to confront him, he has all of the rebuffs. He's prepared. Okay. What else?
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So, about this issue of masculine women and feminine men that sort of complement each other,
Mm-hmm.
Having in mind that this concept may be a little ambiguous, especially these days, it's sort of like, I don't know, confusing to me is in certain ways. So I was wondering if Kavod could clarify what exactly is a feminine man, of course within the boundaries, within what is permitted, and what is a masculine woman.
So the masculine woman is a woman like those men and these women, they do not hide their like their I don't know, position in life. So this woman would dress like 100% like men, would have a haircut like men, 100%. And I actually had we had in the office I used to work. There was a woman like that. So she would dress like, unless you know she's a woman, so you would not know that she's a woman. You understand? Of course, because I mean, we go like clean shaved. Many men, like all of the men were clean shaved. So it's like you would not say, unless and she would have this deeper voice. I mean, compared to other women. So it was not that obvious. It was, and the name, I don't remember the name, but some like a shorter name, so it could be Remy or something. I don't know, like some like it could be man, it could be woman. You understand? But she would dress like some women also would like wear pants, but not like this one. These pants like men pants. You understand, men style, and all of the like baggy clothing. So like, so you would not see, and she like they hang out with guys basically everywhere, not with women. Okay, so like she was attracted to all the masculine guys, not the masculine to the guys, right? and basically, so that this masculine woman, so she's like a tough lady, and she was tough. Like when she demanded something, people do. It's very interesting. Like she was very very tough, very very loud, and the feminine men. So men that like for example, like I sometimes in somebody's house, and I would say like I see something wrong. I say, do they have hammer or something? Like, do they have pliers? Pliers? Hammer? I don't have pliers. Hammer? I don't have hammer. Like men, I don't know, normal men in my mind, like would have at least like screwdrivers. I don't know, there's something like to many, but these they're like women. If like you go to single ladies' house, I don't go, but let's say, or I would go with my wife. Let's say we visit somebody, and she said, you said, do you have some tools? She said, I don't have tools. I don't need tools. I'm a girl. I'm a princess. So same these guys. They like little princesses. You know, so but they are attracted to somebody who is strong, like strong, who knows how to handle hammer and maybe like knives and stuff like that. So my wife, for example, God bless you, she afraid of knives, so she cannot look at the knives. So I have this utility knives, so I love them. Have many of them, like sharp razors. I like very very practical. Right, but my wife, she said, I'm not going to do it. No, so she would have her like a dual knife or scissors. She like open the package. She said, "You have knife. Why you go to different room?" No, she said, "I'm not going to touch." So you understand? So so these guys would like feminine guys would look for somebody tough, like what tell them what to do to protect them. Right, the person who knows how to handle a screwdriver, and tell other people what to do. So, but like by mistaking, they would go to other men, which is absolutely wrong. But they can actually connect with a woman who is a masculine and who is in charge, right? So that would be a perfect match, and she's looking for somebody to be like under her, right? To be more feminine, and he would look for somebody for protection, and she would look for somebody to protect, to take care of. You understand? So that's a very simple solution. Hashem created all of the different types of people who's supposed to be together, not the same gender as the people do today. Did we answer the question, or tell me?
Thank you, Rabbi. Yeah, I was just thinking. So, on what Torah mentioned about this issue, can it be that, like, let's say both the woman or perhaps the man are partially feminine and not completely? Say, for example, the guy knows where pliers are, what a screwdriver is, or okay, but on the other hand, he likes, I don't know, grocery shopping. He's very good at babysitting. He's sort of emotional, but he's not like completely feminine. So is this like a possibility in order to find someone that complement this type of person?
Yes, yeah. I mean, there's no black and white. So some people have these strengths and these weaknesses. So, for example, I know a few people. I don't know how many, like more than few, that very good with kids, but single. And one guy that I've been known for maybe 20 years, plus minus, maybe less than 20 years. So he's still single. I met him when I'm not sure how old is he now, maybe in his 60s. But all of these years, like he's the top guy for all of the kids in the shul comes to him, and they would sit, girls, the boys, like different ages, they next to him, like for an extended period of times, and he would tell them, I don't know what he tells them, and he would giggle, and they would giggle. It's unbelievable that kids have amazing time with this guy. You understand? And he always smiles, like right, and he never got married. And another guy, much younger, also in the show where I go. So he actually does a kids group, right? In Shabbos afternoon, all the kids different age come. I don't know what they do, but I mean he's very artistic. He plays the guitar. Now, of course, not on Shabbos. He did a Purim party and stuff like that. So I mean he's very artistic. So whatever he does, he runs this children group. Out of all of the people, the one who is a single person. Okay, so go figure. You understand? So these people are good with kids, and if they're so good with other people, kids, and they care. So needless to say, how good they would be with their own kids, I assume. You understand? But for some reason, they do not get married because I don't know because of what reasons. Understand? So not everything black and white. So we have to look and just pray to Hashem to send you the right match. And again, we must remember there is no I don't know 100% match. So we have to always look like this thing is very important. I'm not going to back off on this, but this okay, I can live with that. And find all of these leniencies in yourself. Of course, if it's not against Torah, that you can live with, and then you can get married. But if people insist, they are so idealistic. We saw these clowns, right? 40 and 50 years old and 60 years old, they're still all looking for this ideal partner. Okay.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Next question on the board. Shalom Kavod. I heard turning on the light could constitute building a circuit Melachah of Boneh.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be a concern on Yom Tov when asking a non-Jew to turn on the light?
No. Okay, so on. Even though it is true, I think it's that's what Chazanish said, that when turn on the light or on Shabbos in general it's Boneh. Well, what is Boneh? Boneh is building something like when switch is off, it's like broken, so the whole circuit is broken. Right? It's not working, right? And you did something, you flipped the switch, and now it's working. So it's like you build it, it was broken, and you build it, and now it is working. So that's that's one of the reasons. So, but for non-Jews there is no problem, right? There is no problem because it's for the sake of the mitzvah. Okay, so but it must be for the sake of the mitzvah, as he said, you need the light, for example, to study. You need the light to eat, right? So in this case, yes, you can ask a non-Jew to flip the switch for you. Okay. But otherwise, yes. I mean, if you need like in a different room, or when you keep either some things that not relevant, okay, so, or turn light. For your garden, you have house gardens like flowers, right? So this light would not be allowed.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
Okay, welcome.
Next question, Shalom Kavod. Thank you very much for the Shiur. Question: during Shabbos, could it be considered Boneh to place toothpicks around the cake mold, and then place a napkin on top? Thank you, Rabbi.
I think the question. So you have a cake, you put a toothpicks, and you put a napkin on top, and what is it accomplish? I don't.
Around around the cake mold, not the cake itself, but the mold.
But what is it?
I don't know if to hold it tight. I don't know if this. Not sure what would it. And then place a napkin on top.
Whoever asked the question, could you please clarify? Because I'm not apologize. I'm not familiar with the situation. If you clarify, what is it for? Because I'm not sure.
Our friend says to avoid the napkin to get glued to the cake.
I'm not getting. I mean, I understand. So you put the toothpicks in the napkin and put the napkin on top. But why do you need to put the napkin on top? Like, why don't you just eat the cake? I don't understand this part. So what?
I don't know if our friends needs to put the toothpicks around the cake mold in order to create some space in between the surface of the cake and the napkin, so that they don't touch each other and the napkin doesn't get glued to the surface of the cake.
Like just to cover the cake? I don't know. So...
Yes, our friend says yes to cover the.
Like the so the flies would not would not sit on it, like something like that, maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I never heard of such a situation. But let's say just protect from insects, right? So if you're going to eat it on these days, so it's not Boneh because it is temporary. So it's temporary, and that's not what that's not what people usually do. So I don't think there is a problem with Boneh with food. Okay. What else?
Your friend says to keep the moisture from the cake.
Mm-hmm.
So for the dry water, so it doesn't get dry.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
For example, yeah, that's what our friend says.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that's not a problem. It's not Boneh to preserve. No.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Our friend says, thank you, Rabbi.
Okay, you're welcome.
I was wondering if the Rav could give us some quick guidelines for Channukah, which is about to start tomorrow night.
Channukah. So, I tell you how Channukah started for me this Sunday. So I went to the store, and this lady on the register. So I mean, she's a very nice, friendly lady. So she said, I wish you all, like, I don't know what she said. I wish you all of the best with upcoming holiday. And it was like, I did not know, like, maybe she meant like all of this gosh, I don't know, like. And I said, what holiday? She said, you serious? I said, I don't know. Please tell me what holiday. I don't know what holiday do they celebrate. I have no idea. So she said, Channukah. Oh God. And she said, but you know when Channukah is. And I said, I'm going to be told. Don't worry. So it's very interesting. So that this non-Jewish lady, she said, I like all of the holidays. I celebrate. I'm Christian, but I celebrate all of the holidays. I eat this, I eat that. I like different foods. It's very interesting. That's how the first person who reminded me about Channukah is non-Jew. That's very good, right? So the quickly, like in summary, the laws of the Channukah. So we're allowed to work on the Channukah. We should light candles. Check the lighting of the candles in your application, in your calendar, or whatever it's proper time. I think it's past the like half an hour. I mean, of course, it depends where are you on the globe, right? In my area, maybe it's 45 minutes after um, 45 minutes or 30 minutes. I don't remember exactly, after the sunset, right? And basically your candles should burn half an hour into the night minimum, or 15 minutes after the sunset, something like that. So they should be minimum 30 minutes into the night. So after the night, after 3 medium stars, so it should burn. Of course, if you can get candles that were like Shabbos candles, something that will burn 3 hours, 4 hours, it would be preferable. If you can get the oil candles, so oil candles, it's not a big deal. You just need the cups, special cups for oil, right? For oil candles, you put wicks and you put oil. So basically, any oil would work. It does not have to be olive oil. Olive oil is our sages said it's preferable because it's more pure. But I think today they refine all of the oils. So if olive oil it's too expensive for you, you can get different vegetables oils. It should work. Just stick in wick and it should burn. Should burn. So you say the blessing for first night we have three blessings. Next, all of the other nights we have two blessings, and we add the candles. So first we light the candles on our right, and then we add one more candle, but we start lighting from the new candle, right? So it's very interesting, and until you go to all of the dates. And on Friday, of course, you light before the Shabbos candles. Why? It's like logic. It's very simple, because you need what I need. On Shabbos, you're not allowed to light fire, as you know. So you light these Channukah candles before you light Shabbos candles. So the problem is now with all of these free candles that Chabadniks give us out. It's very nice of them. Or the sponsor, they give for free these tiny candles. They burn maybe half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, but it's maybe 45 minutes. I don't remember exactly, but it's not enough. Okay, because since you light it before the sunset, so it should at least be 1 hour candle minimum. Okay. So what else? It's proper. Plus with all of the candles, we will add a shamash, like an additional candle. We're not allowed to derive any benefit from the candles, so you cannot read by them, right? Right? No benefit. So if you need to read, for example, I don't remember all the blessings by heart, so I need to have a siddur, so I have a different light. Right, like an electric lamp. So I'm saying the blessing with electric lamp, and I like the candles, do whatever the songs, whatever we do, and that's it. And the proper to look at the candles. They say half an hour. We have to sit. Me personally, I never in all these years I never had half an hour like free to sit by the candles. I don't know. It says in all of the books, and I always have to do something else. I don't know. But it's proper to look at the candles and reflect and about Hanukkah and about what happened. And it's proper for women, don't do any melachas. And for men also, don't do any like melachas unless after the candle lighting. Some say until the candles are lit, right? And some say actually the whole night. Unless it is for Hanukkah celebration. For meal purposes, of course, like you're allowed to do. But sometimes, for example, to go do laundry would not be allowed. Or do something like not connected to the mitzvah would not be allowed. What else? Basically, that's it. That's about Hanukkah. And of course, there is a special prayer is added. Alanissim, right? We had special prayers in Shmiras, and we had a special prayer in in Birchas Hamazon. So be careful because it's like this edition is in very beginning of the Birchas Hamazon. So it's very, very beginning. If somebody missed this prayer, do not have to go back. Okay, so I mean, it depends where you figure out where you missed, but basically if you remember later, so do not include, do not have to go back, do not have to repeat the prayers. So after the fact, there is no problem. What else? In the synagogue, we read Torah each day. We say Hallow, right? And now, Siddur page 633, right? We say Hallow every day of the Channukah, full Hallow. We don't say Tachanun, of course. Increase charity, of course, and that's it. I read about Hanukkah, of course. Somebody sent me syllables from Florida based in wherever they recommend, and one of the books that they recommend, and somehow I don't know why I like personally I recommend it to everybody, but in class I never recommend this book, but it's I think it's a must. It's Book of Our Heritage by Eliyahu Kitov. That's all. Great rabbi, great. He could combine. So we read. That's one of the books that we read on Shabbos table, right? Around the Shabbos table. So it's about all the holidays, and he's such a big genius. It's like hard to imagine. He combined so many sources, so many knowledge, so many halachas, and put it in a nice, like easy read format, like in one sentence. So sometimes when he said when we read around the Shabbos table, I am just blown away. Like in 2 sentences, he explained the three different halachas precisely, unbelievable. You have to be genius to do that, right? And very, very recommended book. I think it's translated to different languages, and like very, very useful. It goes around the whole calendar, all of the holidays, what in between holidays, major holidays, minor holidays, like the story behind the holidays, what do we do, halachas, like what we did during the temple time, like all of these beautiful things. And one part, it's very interesting. The story about this great tzaddik was that he was very poor, and I think when he came there in Israel, he was a construction worker. He came from Poland, right? And he started like publishing leaflets, right? A page or two for other workers to know about the holidays. So he was a learned person. And then people loved it very, very much. They start publishing him, and then he wrote this book, and people knew about that this book was coming. He did not have money to publish it, and a few people came to him and say, we agreed to pay for the whole book if you take some paragraphs out, some parts out. And he said, absolutely not. He said, I prefer my book never be published than me to take these paragraphs out. And I think it was a story said by his son. I don't want to lie. I don't remember exactly, but a few years he could not collect money. People would give money, but workers, back in the 60s, 50s, people did not have money. Right? All the people were pretty poor in Israel. You understand? So he could not collect money to publish. It's very interesting. And he struggled, and he got few offers from these people, and I did not know what was that. I mean, I guess what was that, but I think only 2 years ago. So we read the books, of course, but it's so much information on Shabbos day, like we read Parashah. It's impossible to finish. So we skip all of the years. We just skip whatever. Unfortunately, that's what we do. But like a few years ago, we actually what he said about the Zionists and about the state of Israel. And then everything was understandable. Why the Zionists, they said like about holidays, everything is good, but if you take it out, we're going to publish. He said absolutely not. The truth is the truth. 99% truth is 100% lie. That's his big tzaddik who did not bend because of the money. Very interesting. So very recommended book. Okay, what else?
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Next question. Channukah on the left. I wonder, should we get rid of our kosher hobbies? For example, knitting, cooking, gardening, etc. To not waste time and try our best to use all of the time for Torah and study and mitzvah. If not, how can we direct our kosher hobbies into a mitzvah?
Mm-hmm. So sometimes people, unless people like pure on the high spiritual level, so that they need some hobbies. So, but these hobbies, like person, like for most of the people, it's impossible to learn non-stop. It's impossible. For example, me personally, some people think that I can learn all day long. I need breaks. I cannot learn. I like I have hobbies to do something like to work with my hands. So I like to build things. I like to fix things. I like to restore things. That's my hobby. So but when I'm doing this, so I'm trying to listen to a class, right? So. And plus, I mean, for women, for knitting, there is no problem. They can listen to a class, right? Concentrate on a class. If it's they just do mechanically whatever they do, and there is no problem, right? And of course, it should be like a second run. So always we recommend to listen to all of the classes minimum twice. So one to get the idea, right, and then. Second run with the details. So as a first run, you can always do like these hobbies, like because again from my experience, when people are trying to do like get rid of all other things, they break, unfortunately, unless they surround it with other activities. When for example, she was a single lady, she had all the other hobbies. There is no now she's a mommy, she has all these kids. Forget about the hobbies. The only hobby she has to take a 15 minutes nap. That's the biggest hobby she has. Understand? So that would be no problem because she's busy, and of course she has the time to study Torah. That's a different story. But if she does not have other activities, so to expect a woman that she's going to learn Torah all day long, it's not practical. Same with men. Like we cannot expect them to learn the whole day long, right? But to do something like which is not against the Torah, I would say there is no problem. Especially all of these things that you mentioned. I mean, maybe kind of like if it's not outside, it's like a modest way for a woman. There is no problem. Right? For example, so somebody asking about gardening, and so we recommend that there is a special like a bench, like a tiny this size bench, like with a padding. So the person would work on a garden, like stand on their knees, right? So for women it would be much more preferable that you bend down, absolutely forbidden. But standing on your knees with a skirt, there is no problem. And stuff like that. But if right. All others, no problem. Again, we have to be practical also. It's not practical to learn Torah. I mean, you can listen to the Torah, but to say that everybody can learn the whole day, absolutely not. Okay, well, you're welcome.
So what should a person do if his relatives want to celebrate his birthday, and he doesn't want to because he's not parent.
Mm-hmm.
So are we allowed to say, for example, in my case, tell my sister and my mother that I don't want like a celebration, no, nothing? Would it be okay, or would it be rude, perhaps?
No, as said before, that there is no problem with this celebration, but I would prefer. See, the thing is, many things are reciprocal. Meaning what? They would come to your celebration, to your birthday, and they eat kosher, let's say kosher environment. But then they will invite you to their house and try to say no. You understand? So all of the guests. So for them, it's going to be insult, big insult. You understand? So that's the issue. So don't open this gate. So let's say, oh, you want to come over? I don't, for sometimes I don't celebrate the birthday, but if you want to come over, so let's plan on Channukah, right? If you want to come on Channukah, I'm going to tell you the story of Channukah. So, but what is the connection? Your birthday is going to be two weeks from now. Yeah, my birthday is 2 weeks from now, but I want to see you on Channukah because birthdays, I don't celebrate the birthdays. So you want to come or not? That's it. Like pick a different night, Sunday night, whatever night. Motzei Shabbos, those days also work. So some people have the big Melachah Malkas, right? Because Shabbos ends earlier, so they continue the celebration, Melachah Malka. Right? No problem. You can drive your car, you can play guitar, you can do music or whatever you do. But birthday is not good, because again, it's not because it is forbidden, but because next thing that they're going to invite you on a birthday to your own home. But if you say, I don't celebrate my birthday, needless to say others' birthday, yeah, that's for them it sounds reasonable.
Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So considering my birthday is right on Hanukkah, could I take the advantage of the situation and, I don't know, if these two people want to come over, should I, instead of celebrating anything, should I take the advantage of the opportunity to talk to them about Hanukkah perhaps?
Yes, yeah, but do it. I would say it's not put yourself in a situation that I just described. Do it on a different day. For example, your birthday on Thursday, let's say. So do it on Motzei Shabbos. Do it on Sunday. That's it. So don't like I also want to see you, but on different dates. That's my schedule. But your birthday on Thursday, yeah, my birthday. I don't celebrate the birthday, but I want to see you. Okay, when I'm going to see. I'm free on Motzei Shabbos, 7 p.m. or Sunday. I don't know, 3 p.m. Whatever it is. That's it.
Take care, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Next question, Shalom Kodalav. Since non-Jews don't have Melachah, I wonder how do they get the nourishment to resurrect from the dead?
They don't. I'm not sure if they're going to be resurrected with that. Maybe yes, maybe no, but I'm not 100% sure.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
I think that was the last question on the board. Yes, that was the last question.
Okay, Baruch Hashem, very good. Right, so thank you very much for learning with us, Baruch Hashem. So until tomorrow, same time, and we're going to learn kosher kitchen, Beezrat Hashem, about knives. Very interesting topic about knives. All right, good night.
Good night.